Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Actually, this is how we're going to do it. I first of all send my greetings to everyone. On behalf of eBitcoinics, we are organizing this first time ever webinar today just to help everyone learn more about what Bitcoin really is, and not just Bitcoin, but how to successfully work and earn good income online. This is how we're going to do it. You would have to mute your audio when you have a question. You just unmute your audio, throw down your question. Before I open up the question session, I would have to just do a little introduction to all of you. I can see we have a whole lot of members here, and it's quite interesting. Yes, it's very interesting. And this webinar is going to be recorded and uploaded on our website as well as on our YouTube channel. So once again, I want to welcome everyone. Nevertheless, one way or the other, we've heard what Bitcoin is, and actually, where everybody is one way or the other making use of Bitcoin. There are many of our team members that are making money through Bitcoin. Others too are learning, and others too want to be better than they are already. And we at eBitcoinics just have nothing to take from you, but we have a whole lot to offer to you for free. What we are doing is we realize that Bitcoin, the technology behind Bitcoin, and the blockchain itself is much more bigger than what we think. It's been a long shot here, so we know what we're talking about, and it's not easy. This technology is, imagine we telling you something which is having this potential, which is already happening now, to be bigger than the internet itself. Is mind-bogglingly crazy, but it is in a reality. Imagine what the internet is today, and we are telling you that this is a technology that is going to be bigger than the internet itself. That is what we mean. And we've seen a whole lot of cooperation from a whole lot of different perspectives. We've been asking questions, we've been doing interviews, glamorous ones, and having it uploading on our website and all that. And we realize that for us to be able to do more, we need to know what you know. We need to know what you think. We need to know what you intend to also, do with this technology. And that is the purpose of this webinar. First of all, let me just say, let me explain to you what Bitcoin is. Though you know Bitcoin already, but I have to, for the sake of this webinar, and many this is their first time actually coming to something like this on a session like this. It's not really dangerous, it's for fun. Very soon you realize how fun it is to have this sort of discussion. Bitcoin is money. Yes, Bitcoin is money. I wrote it's money because why do I say it's money? Can anybody here give me a definition for money? What makes money money?
Yeah, I think money is actually money because if it's accepted for services, goods and services.
Anything that is accepted for any goods or service you render, that is our. And in Ghana, we have only two types of money, right? We have the Ghana cedi and then the US dollar. I think that is who is having this audio? Nash, is it you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now you can mute it, Yes, please. Yes, it is money because we in Ghana we have only two forms of money. That is the Ghana cedi and the US dollar. The US dollar, which is crazily going up and up and up and up and up and up like that. And you need to also understand that that is not the only form of money. Back in the days, we used to, when I have rice, I need oil, I submit my rice for a swap for an oil, and that is money. We call it barter trade, and I hope everyone here knows about that instances where you use what you have to get what you want. Back in the days, back in history, you realize they never seen any paper money or anything money oriented. They used to use what they have to get what they what they need in exchange, and that is basically the definition of money. And why are we saying Bitcoin is better money? You know, with Bitcoin, you determine what you do. When you have Bitcoin, you own it. Nobody can take that away from you, and you do what you want with it. There's nothing like a bank. There is nothing like a government, and there is nothing like eBitcoin is taking your money away from you. Yes, with Bitcoin, you determine what you do with it. You determine when to spend it. You are your own bank, basically. Nobody controls it. It is for you, and it is meant for you. That is the definition of Bitcoin, basically. And let's compare comparatively Bitcoin with the city notes. These city notes, they has to be printed. The government, they decide as at when and how they print it. If they print it more, the country, it opens up. We say the country is very full, the belly is full. If they print it less, we have a whole lot of financial gurus on this webinar, inflation and deflation. The government, they create it. They determine when and how the country goes with monetarily. Yes, when they print more, we expect the country to lose. You know, like, yeah, the country is very, now everything is going to be better. everything is going to be better. And when it is in short stock, the country tend to lose, and there will be pressure in the country, like what we experiencing down here in Ghana of late. And with Bitcoin, it is a mathematical, how do you call it, insinuated algorithm that has been created by an anonymous group. They call themselves Satoshi Nakamoto. I don't know who Satoshi is, but I have an idea the kind of group they are. They are just geniuses, group of geniuses that can come manipulate numbers, figures, algorithm, and these computerized algorithm just to create something crazy. Like with the internet, we have no creator of the internet. We just know it is Tom, but it's not actually him, because they have a whole lot of gurus behind the creation of the internet. And that is the same thing happening with how do you call it, Bitcoin. But with Bitcoin, ever since 2009, even prior to 2009, there was a pre-assumption of that. It has already been, the theory has already been, how do you call it, presented even before the launch of Bitcoin. Back in 1978, 1960, these people, they projected, they knew something, a day will come when people will not be dependent on the government or even the bank when it comes to money, transactions, and stuff like that. Let's say we are all millionaires on this call. I want to do $100,000 transaction or even $1 million transaction. I walk into the bank. Yes, I want to do this transaction. They know I have the money. They know you have the money. They know you can afford the transaction you're going to do, your own money. But just walk into the bank right now and say, I want to do $100,000 transaction, 100,000 Ghana cedi transaction. I bet you're going to run away. Yes. The frustrations you would have to go through at the bank, answering questions, filling forms, the frustrations you would have to go through when it comes to charging you. The charges alone can make you crazy. You do $100,000 transaction in Ghana via a bank, the charge could afford you a mini car, seriously. Yeah. But with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, you just log in, you do a clicking, you submit the person's address, boom, and it's gone. No chargebacks. And this is what the government is against, because it is bringing freedom to everyone. Almost 80% of Ghanaian citizens are unbanked, yet more than 40% are using the internet. So this is how the world is going to change. Let's consider the whole world in general. When you consider the population of the world, over 60% are unbanked, and over 60% are using the internet. Bitcoin is dancing with the tune of the internet. It is transforming itself through the internet. So basically, definitely one day, a whole lot of adjustment would have to happen, and you and I would have no option than to forget about the bank and to do with Bitcoin. So we go to a whole lot of countries. Recently, I shared something on my wall about Japan, Vietnam, China. These guys, these countries, these people have already understood the concept, and they are legalizing Bitcoin. When we come to Ghana, we have a whole lot of millionaires outside with Bitcoin. We have guys like Kofi, we have guys like Bruce. You know, they got started early in 2009 when Bitcoin was nothing actually. They accepted Bitcoin and they realized Bitcoin is very big. Back in 2009, when you have $1, just $1, you could afford more than hundreds of Bitcoin. And today, can somebody tell me the price of one Bitcoin? It's more than $770. So let's say if you have 10,000 or 100 pieces of Bitcoin, this is crazy money we are talking about. And it's just the beginning of Bitcoin. Recently, we shared something on our page about what experts are saying about Bitcoin and its future. Bitcoin is going to be more than 5,000 US dollars per coin. Bitcoin is going to be more than 10,000 US dollar per coin. It's going to be 100,000 US dollar per coin. Bitcoin is going to be $1 million per coin, whether you like it or not. And it's not just Bitcoin. As Bitcoin is trying to be what it has for its future, there are cryptocurrencies also going to be like Bitcoin. So there are so much monies to be made. And that is why we have to wake up, educate you, and let you know that yes, it is very possible. Continuously, we're going to teach you how to genuinely work and earn genuine income online. Start your own business online, regardless of where you are coming from. It doesn't matter. Tell us what you want. Tell us how you really want to do it. We will do the recommendation based on what even your offline businesses. We guide you, integrate this. Today, if you have a business and your business is not online, you are simply out of business. That is why you see everyone doing advertisements on Facebook, Google, and Yahoo, and YouTube, and stuff like that. They realize that's where the money is. And everybody is heading towards that generation. And we are not going to be left behind because we also want to be part of this transformation. You've seen a lot of people in the team who successfully they're making money. Yes. A whole lot of people have their money working. We are not just saying it, we are practically involving you, and we know it is working. That is why we have to start. Wellness will be continuing on and on and on and on. We could be doing it twice a day. We could be doing it every day. We could be doing it 2 times a week. It depends on the people coming. And this is for free. We just want to educate you. We educate you, also educate somebody, and the empowerment to go on and on and on and on and on and on. Now I am done with my own session of speaking. I need questions because today's question is probably for questions, giving answers, and getting answers to your questions. So please let the questions come out. We need the questions. Anything that you have on your mind, anything you need clearance on, just bring it out. We will try as much as possible. It's not just only me telling this. I have my bigger sister who is a millionaire sitting with a baby there. Sister Roberto, I see you. And one of our coaches, Mr. Abu, is also here. Kenana is a financial expert. We respect your presence here. And of course, Nash, this guy is a sitting millionaire. Nobody knows, but I know his secret. So please, you can unmute your audio and start hearing the questions. We are waiting. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, my question is, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, please. Hanifa.
Yeah. Assuming you want to get involved with this online business, what are the steps involved and how do you start?
Yes, this is a very wonderful question. We have numerous of online businesses. Of course, those that pays daily, those that pays weekly, those that pays monthly, and those that pay you whenever you want to get paid. And with regards to the online businesses, if you are not careful, you could go in, but coming out will be a problem. When I say coming out will be a problem, it's not like you are so much interested in the field and you can't get out. But what you are using to get in, getting that thing back could be a problem. There are numerous online businesses. There are advertising related online businesses. Can you please undo your audio after asking the question? There are online related businesses that allows you to view adverts daily. They pay you revenues based on the advertising packages you are running on their platform with. And there are online businesses that you would have to, do a whole lot of crazy MLMs. When we say MLMs, like share of the opportunity to a lot of people offline, and you build a business and stuff like that. And we have online businesses with regards to Bitcoin. It's just a mining platform. What happens is you just purchase your mining package, and you get paid daily. The system runs for you on your behalf. Bitcoin mining is very there are a whole lot of factors to be considered when you want to go into Bitcoin mining. But this company forms a mining pool just to make it easy for everyone to cash in on Bitcoin. And there are others too that involves emailing systems that we do the training offline. We train you. The company trains you before it submits your information, your details to such companies, and you pay nothing for that. But it takes time for you to start getting paid because the company would have to really see that you are worth what you've been tasked to do. And also, before we do make any recommendations with regards to any online business, we have to really know what you want, even how much you intend to get started with. What sort of online business do you want? When we say online business, it's about, okay, I am setting up my website to do my own business. It's also about, I want to join a moving website to attach myself and have my business running and stuff like that. So you would have to, maybe after the call, you try and communicate with one of our leaders. Let the person know what you really want. Like how much you really intend to get started with. Though we can make recommendations, but we don't want to in a haste do all sort of stuff like that. We want to really know what you want and what you really want to do, so that we would know the sort of suggestion or recommendation we can make. Please, I hope you're okay with the answer.
All right, thank you very much. But I follow up question. Hello?
Yes, please.
Yeah, assuming you are into this Bitcoin, I know it's a network, okay?
Okay.
And here is a situation where there are no one who has subscribed to that network, like Bitcoin. So how will you get your returns?
Can you come again with the question? What do you mean by no one has subscribed to your network?
As you said, Bitcoin is a network,
Yes,
okay?
please.
Yeah. So assuming in Ghana, for instance, you are the only one who has subscribed.
Okay.
Yeah. As you subscribe, I know you get your account where you have to buy your Bitcoin. Like you use money to get your Bitcoin account.
Yes,
So in
please.
that situation, if you want your returns, have you used the money online to do a lot of business? You can even use it to buy things. But in a situation where you want your returns, how will you get it?
Oh, good question. Bitcoin.
Now,
What,
can I help you with that question?
yes, please.
Okay. Um, when we say Bitcoin is a network, we don't mean like a kind of MLM network or anything of that sort. It's a network in terms of how the transaction is done. The internet behind, the network behind. That's how the technology is. So you're talking of you not gaining anything when nobody joins you. That network, Bitcoin is not MLM, whereby you have to join people to, you have to invite people to join you before you earn. It's like, are you assuming it as you having your bank account? That's your Bitcoin wallet. Assume your bank account. You make a deposit into the account, right? As a savings account. Right now, that's you buying Bitcoin. Okay. So with the savings account, like they sometimes give you interest on it, right?
Yeah.
So Bitcoin, when the price of Bitcoin also goes up, you gain. The volume of the Bitcoin you're having, the use of Bitcoin you're having also increase in value. Are you getting it?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how it
Yeah.
works. And aside that, yeah. So basically, that's how the Bitcoin wallet and the Bitcoin itself works
Oh,
when you are gaining.
and to support what Nash just said, when we said network, it doesn't mean it's a business entity of something you subscribe and you get. It's just like you have the internet. The internet is a network. When we say a network, something that has a very different wings of subscribers doing different things at the same time on the network. That is what happens. And this network, Bitcoin, is termed with, it's linked with the blockchain network actually. But to really make you understand basically what Bitcoin is, after knowing it is money, I have to educate you on how do I get Bitcoin and what do I do with Bitcoin. You know, with Bitcoin, you can use Bitcoin to buy stuff online. You can use Bitcoin to buy stuff offline. Here in Ghana, we have companies that accept Bitcoin, like just like you have your. Let me just ask this. Let me just put this up. Let's say you have money in your MTN mobile money wallet. Okay, you have like 1,000 Ghana cedi on your MTN mobile money wallet. Without an exchange or without an agent to help you cash out that money you have on your phone or your wallet, can you really spend it? You can't. It is no money unless you find an agent. Now that you link that to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the money. What are the agents? The agents are the exchanges. We have numerous of them, including Bitcoins.com. And how do I spend Bitcoin? If it's really money, how do I spend it? Just ask us what you need to do or what you need to use it for. We will do the recommendations for you. Yes, you can use Bitcoin almost anywhere in the world. See, you can use your Bitcoin to pay for flights from Ghana to South Africa.
Yeah, I know.
From Kumasi to Accra. All over the world, you can use Bitcoin. You can use Bitcoin to pay for your bills. And even through eBitcoinics, you can use Bitcoin for everything. You see, if you want to pay your electricity bills in Ghana and you don't want to go out of your room, your office, and all, just get in touch with us on our website. We will do the payment for you. Just pay us with Bitcoin. So basically, that is what you can use for Bitcoin. That is the network we are talking about. But to subscribe to other networks and stuff like that, that is businesses related to Bitcoin. You see, how do you get Bitcoin? You can get Bitcoin by buying it from exchanges directly. When we say exchanges, like agents, when you have mobile money, Airtel, blah, 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 you need to find the agent to help you cash in, cash out, and stuff like that. There are here with e-currencies, we call them exchanges. And yes, we have such a platform. You buy it, you keep it. Bitcoin is not stable. The price fluctuates a lot. And its fluctuations is very positive. It is always going up, 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 up. When it comes down, it is an opportunity for you to buy more. Like now, we know very well, next year, January, February, Bitcoin is going to be selling for a crazy amount. I don't want to mention it because people will be rushing. There are a lot of millions and all that.
So
yeah.
that is the essence of the webinar.
Yeah,
so you have to let us know.
The essence of the webinar is to let you know that that's something really is going to happen. You understand? And then you do that.
I would say this business.
All right. From next year, Bitcoin is going to be worth more than $2,000 per coin. And this is not going to be end of next year. It's going to be the first quarter of next year. Yes. Per coin.
And what is the current standard?
The current standard is $772 per coin. When Bitcoin was introduced, 2009.
Talking of.
Hello, Kingsley.
Okay. Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. You wanted to ask a question, so.
Nah, you said the current standard is 700 and what?
$772 per coin.
Okay, and you're saying by February it will be around
2,000 US dollars.
So is it a demand that increases the price or something like that?
Yes, demand, supply. Now every day new merchants are subscribing to the Bitcoin network. Now you understand the network we are talking about. A whole lot of businesses are accepting Bitcoin. So therefore the demand keeps on rising, going up, flying up. And the more the demand, the lesser the supply. And exactly. I'm not a business student, okay, but I love business. Yes. And you see, when Bitcoin was first introduced in 2009, ask me, with 26 US dollars, you could buy almost 20,000 worth of Bitcoins.
20,000?
Yeah, 20,000. There are guys like Roger. I spoke with Roger recently, and the guy is a millionaire. He's got over 54 million US dollars worth of Bitcoin today. And ask me how much he bought. He bought it for less than $100, and now he's a millionaire. He started Bitcoin.com. They've got BitPay. They have, Bit Instant. The CEO of Bit Instant, after becoming a millionaire, the success went too much into his head. The guy made over 200 million US dollars. So the success went into his head, and this guy successfully running his business, started doing drugs, started doing illegal transactions in the name of Bitcoin, and he got arrested. And when he came out recently in November, just last month, when he came out, he said something in a conference. His experience in the prison since 2014 to 2016, he spent 2 years in prison as a millionaire. See, he said his experience in the prison field in the US made him realize there is nothing at all that could ever stop the blockchain network. Because in prison, they don't have money, right? But they do buying and selling. And how do they do the buying and selling? It's just a demand for something. Maybe if you realize over there they use fish, salmon, that is what they use. So if I have the fish and I need some drugs, some weeds and some stuff like that, you have to do swapping. And that was how they were doing the transaction. Cashless industry. And when he came out last month, he was saying this is going to be much more bigger than big. You understand?
So what you're saying is they were doing more or less barter trading.
Barter trading in prison, and that is cashless. When we say digital currency, we are talking about a world where nobody ever sees a paper money. You understand?
Yep.
That is an example of a cashless industry he mentioned. Now, after knowing that you can buy Bitcoin, keep it, and the price could go up for you to benefit, the second best way for you to earn Bitcoins is through mining. The mining is just like you going in for gold, blah, 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 in Takwa, some stuff like that. But here, it's not machinery oriented, it's digital oriented. You got to invest in huge computers, powerful computers, you understand, powerful servers, powerful programmers, software, for them to manage the whole process. You can't mine Bitcoin on your own. We do mining, there are a lot of currencies we do mine, but it's not Bitcoin. It's very crazy. But with Bitcoin, if you really want to benefit from the mining, you join. There are a lot of companies that we work with. For eBitcoinics, we work with a company called BitClub Network. Now, what happens there is they do manage the mining processes for all of us. You just purchase any of the mining package that you can join with. The company handles the processes and they pay you daily in residual Bitcoin. That is one of the best ways of keeping Bitcoins, because let's say if you have 772 US dollars today, you want to buy one Bitcoin. Yes, fine, you can buy it. But after buying, you could have instances where families or any issues could come up and you need money, you can urgently go tap into the Bitcoin you bought, and that is not an investment. But when you are mining, they pay you residually in bits, small income keeps on coming in on a daily basis your entire life, and before you realize you have a whole lot of Bitcoin. So after one Bitcoin should hit 10,000 USD per coin, you have at least an interesting amount of Bitcoin. And the other way also is just to accept it. Let's say you have a shopping mall, you have any business or anything, you are renting your house, stuff like that. You say, okay, I accept Bitcoin for this service A or B that I render. And that is also one way to also get some Bitcoins, basically. We've got like 8 more minutes to end this call. So any more questions should come in.
Anyway, may I come in?
Yeah, please come in, please.
Hello. Okay, this is Abu Kinana. It's been great listening to you. I would want to make this a very important contribution and then ask a question.
Okay.
You know, most of the major currencies around and then products have been pegged to the US dollar. And this is the case, Bitcoin has been tipped to keep increasing in value to the extent it can hit $1 million, going forward. And then, at the same time, speculations have said that the US dollar keeps depreciating and falling in value, and there's a possibility that that currency is going to crash. So with this, astronomical increase in the value of Bitcoin, in the likely event the US dollar crashes, what's going to be the value for Bitcoin? Because eventually it has been hooked to the US dollar as compared to all other currencies. I don't know whether if you can get insight into this.
Yes, this is a very wonderful question. I really appreciate this question. I never expected it to come now, maybe later in our course. You see, Bitcoin has nothing to do with the US dollar, but the US dollar tends to be the universal currency everyone understands. So that is why it has been indirectly channeled to the US dollar. And of late, in October, you heard about the global currency research, the DCR that happened. As of now, the US dollar is no more, and I repeat, it is no more the official universal currency for the world. Now it is the CNY, the Chinese currency is now the official currency for the world.
Yeah.
People are on it because of the US election that came up this year, and they have to do some changes in their government, their currencies and all that, and they are not talking about it. But as at when people should know, even, let me tell you this, the US government is busy preparing for another currency to replace the US dollar that they have. And when that happens, it means all the countries depending on the US dollar are going to be flopped. They are going in a mess. They are going to really regret doing that. And the US government is going to be like depending on its own new currency. And the US is the best country today that is even, is crazy wanting to tax Bitcoin because they realize they can never stop something like Bitcoin. So the only way they can benefit from Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is to tax it. Now, US citizens today that are using Coinbase, IRS is busy working against them so that they can start, they can have their information submitted to the IRS department for them to be taxing. If you keep Bitcoin, you have to be taxed so that they can make money on people. And they are busy working on their plan B currency. So the US dollar is just a universal currency. You and I, a whole lot of people don't understand when you channel the US dollar value to maybe Ghana cedi or the Indian rupee or any other currency. We are so much used to and in love with the dollar currency and the euro. So that is why it has been really challenging. But it has nothing to do with the US dollar. And we are looking forward to a day when you could be able to buy one house using Bitcoin. You just go, you don't say, I am buying $10,000 or $100,000 worth of a house. You say, I am buying a house with one Bitcoin. And that is what we intend to do with the Bitcoin network. We don't want to be using the US dollar, day in and out. It will come to a time, if you want to buy a car, the value for that car will not be $1,000 or $2,000 equivalents, but rather 0 point something Bitcoin. That is what we are looking forward to.
Okay. Okay, you guys ask your question. I think since we have less time, it's good other people ask questions.
My question is, some of us are newbies to Bitcoin. I've been hearing of Bitcoin for a while now. I haven't really had the time to dig deep into the technicalities and what Bitcoin is. So somebody like me, what would you say I would have to do to start up if I want to be in the Bitcoin network, whatever?
Yeah, somebody like you, that is for somebody like you, that is why we are organizing this seminar. Okay. Now, for somebody like you, I would advise you start buying Bitcoin. If it is 1 Ghana cedi, 2 Ghana cedi with the Bitcoin, you can buy it to keep. We would guide you offline to set up your own Bitcoin wallet or Bitcoin bank account. Ghanaians don't understand how you say wallet. So we will assist you set up. First of all, you do have to set up, like if you want to save at any bank, definitely you need an account, isn't it? So you need a Bitcoin wallet. And we do recommend Coinbase because it's very secure for those of us off Africa, and nobody can hack your account. Besides, we even help you set up an extra security on that account. And aside that, you can start buying, okay? Buy any amount you can. Start keeping it. Start buying any 1 cedi, 2 cedi, 5 cedi. That is the don't come we are preaching. Just buy any amount that you can. All right? You can buy any amount of Bitcoin wallet that you need. And also, if you let us know, I am looking forward to going into a business with so amount. We could assist you. Okay, do this Bitcoin business. It pays well, so that you can accumulate more and more of it. You understand?
Yep.
Yes. So in our next meeting, probably we'll talk about the questions will be the sort of businesses you can do with Bitcoin and the recommendations, so that you clear this doubt and all that. Any more questions, please?
At the moment, no. I don't think so.
No questions. Yeah.
Hello.
If no question, any submission?
Nah, I want to find out something.
Okay, find out.
Hello. Yeah, Bitcoin has been in Ghana for how long?
Bitcoin have been in Ghana ever since Bitcoin was first created, since 2009. And I tell you, there are a whole lot of Bitcoin millionaires in Ghana, but you have no idea.
So how come it's been that silent? Because you know most MLMs in Ghana.
It's never silent. It's never silent.
It's trending in the black market in a way.
No. And you know, people are just self-centered. People don't want to share the opportunity because in Africa, nobody would want to have you benefit from what they are doing. You understand?
Aside, Kingsley.
Yep. No. That's you.
Yeah. When do you hear of Bitcoin?
2013.
And why didn't you have Bitcoin?
That's the main reason why.
Had Bitcoin. I didn't know. I felt like it was more or less like the Western kind of stuff. You know, in Ghana, what trends there? I didn't know it was. I've been hearing of Bitcoin for a while now.
Yeah. 99% of Ghanaians are just like you. That's why.
Good. I like what Nas just said. 99% of Ghanaians are just like Kingsley, and it's very true because they want to make sure they know everything before they start doing anything with regards to Bitcoin. And so we just want to end this call, let you know that Bitcoin is never a baby material or baby ideology or baby something that just came in. It's something that has been there. But we at eBitcoinics are very interested in letting all the masses get to know about it. We want to get everybody involved in Bitcoin because we believe if more than 80% of Ghanaians are unbanked and they got to understand what Bitcoin is, it's really going to change the way we even handle money in Ghana. You understand? So in no time to waste, I think we've got like less than a minute to end the call, and I really appreciate the fact that we've got a very interesting number of attendees on this call today. And let's look forward to our next announcement.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello? Yeah, I have a final question.
Yeah.
Can you please give us an example of companies in Ghana here who accept Bitcoin?
Go to our website, eBitcoinics.com. Check on the services log. Our services log. We have listed a whole lot of companies that do accept Bitcoin. Even we accept Bitcoin. You can buy phones, computers, and all that stuff like that. So let's just end this call. We want to maintain the uniformity of not more than 40 minutes per call. So see you some other time.